Yo, what's the word? What's the word? Are we over here today? Oh my god! Oh my god! I hate driving next to kids because that motherfucker jump out. All right, man. I said I'm coming. Pause. Are you happy? Oh, I guess right there. You ain't right. Oh, copy. Is that the link? Okay. Let me see. Is that the same link? Yes, it is. I got you. I got you. At the stage. This is mad different on the goddamn phone. What's good? Wait. Is my headphones on? Obviously.
There we go. Now I had to switch my microphone. You can hear me? All right, perfect. What you been up to, Mister Food Stamps? I get into problems everywhere I go. You already know how it is.
What you do now?
Well, I didn't do nothing. I just have a bunch of people coming at me because I decided to defend myself. And in the process, someone said that they were gonna fornicate with my 5-year-old daughter, and I called them a chomo. And niggas is defending him, and I'm just looking at everyone like, yo, y'all all weird. They're like, oh, but this is YouTube. People troll. And I'm like, yo, that's not something you tell somebody. That's not normal. If my friend said that to somebody else, I'm gonna look at him like he's
Yeah,
hiding something. Like, yo,
they
you
said.
don't say things like that unless you have intentions of doing something.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was like something subliminal in your mind to make
Yeah,
you say that.
so then the nigga that beefing with me is like he got involved, but he doesn't know what's going on, but he want to involve himself, so he's an older dude. I think he's affiliated with, the crown and shit. So
Okay.
yeah, so I just told him mind his own fucking business.
That's crazy. Crazy talk.
Give me a second real quick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see something. Did I get a text message? All right. Does this phone have YouTube? No, I don't see the YouTube app. Go on the web browser. Browse. YouTube. I'm not finding it. I'm not signing in. Oh, oh, this should look different on the iPhone.
There we go. My bad. But yeah, yeah, but pretty much that was the whole thing. Like the guy, some older gentleman got involved. He said, "Oh, you want me to drop my address?" I told him drop the addy, and then the guy actually dropped his address. I laughed about it,
Oh, I would have
but
sent him mad.
nah, I don't believe that's his address because the guy that was telling me that shit about the kids and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't, when I hear children and sexual things involved, I don't like. That's a trigger for me. No, 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 no. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
So I took it personal, but everyone on YouTube seemed to think it's okay because it's online. He doesn't mean it, and I'm like, yo, y'all weird for that. Like, you understand if you said that in Puerto Rico, and I'm pretty sure he's Puerto Rican too. If we were in Puerto Rico, nigga, you said that shit to me, you know you're not making it back home that night. That's a
No.
promise.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I'm just kind of disappointed because I got in slack for it,
Yeah.
for defending the idea that people shouldn't be saying that about people's children, whether you're trolling or not. And then I kind of sort of inherited this beef where,
So, hold on, hold on. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. I wouldn't even play with that.
yeah, and it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's funky, bro. Because one nigga came at me who wasn't even involved recently. He just do indirects. He's like, yo, you shouldn't be dropping addy, blah blah. You're not the type of person. I'm like, and I wanted to tell him, yo, mind your fucking business. Like I told the other old nigga, mind your fucking
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Because if he would have said that to y'all would have been all up in arms. And the other nigga that was hosting the panel, he was into that type of shit because he just finished getting done being accused of the X, Y, and Z, had to show paperwork and shit. So I'm like, yo, all y'all Spanish niggas on here got some shit in y'all closet. I ain't gonna say shit. It's none of my business. But I heard that slick shit the nigga said, and it's like, all right, so I'll come up there, explain the situation, and I catch everyone off guard, like, oh, I didn't know that happened, and I have the screenshots and shit to prove that he said it, and I didn't say nothing as revolting back. I don't want to hear nothing when I start coming at this niggas next, because I don't do I stay quiet. And the reason why I stay quiet, I don't talk too much about it, is because if I have to bump into somebody, I already have it in the back of my head, nigga, I'm at 86 you, and that's it. There's no talking about it. I'll do whatever I gotta do, the consequences, and that's the type of person I am. Pero, you're not gonna make me seem like I'm the one that caused the problem when I wasn't the one mentioning kids or fornicated with kids. But the fact that people let it slide and didn't condemn him for doing that, for saying that shit, lets me know that maybe a lot of these old heads from back in the day that were on some type of time, maybe you have some few closets in your fucking closet. I bet you some of y'all fucking old school Puerto Ricans and Spanish people were hitting on little girls when y'all were in your 30s. I wouldn't deny it because a lot of girls over here, yo, bro, a bunch of women in New York City has told me a lot of weird shit about people. I'm not gonna point cultures, groups, or nothing. I'm just saying I heard. All right, I heard, and I believe it.
Yeah, that's a fact though. I got a coworker like that.
So
He be looking at the girls kind of weird. What the fuck is this? I see flashing lights. What's going on?
flashing lights,
Yeah.
aliens.
No, like I think an ambulance or fire truck. Oh yeah, it's that fire truck. What's going on? Is the hydrant there? All right, we're probably going to turn the hydrant on. Yeah, I want to go.
Yo,
home
where
so
the
bad.
where the fuck is Steven been? Yo, this nigga's been ducking me for the last 3-4 days
He was
on
on.
Discord.
He was on earlier with Chrissy. Oh,
Yo, he don't pick up my Discord calls no more. This nigga say, "I'll call you on Discord," and that nigga disappears for like 3-4 days.
Oh, damn.
So I'm getting ready. I want to start getting ready to do the stream mods and the panels. Nigga's ghost. I get he got things to do.
You don't got his phone number?
I do, but it's just he's hard to get in contact with half the time.
You gotta send that nigga like 10 sausage pics.
That's what I'm gonna start doing, bro. I'm just gonna go to like Little Italy, nigga. I'm taking pictures of the old deep, thick,
sausage.
the thick, girthy sausages. Pause. I'm like, yo,
yeah.
yo, tú quieres esto, cabrón.
You got the Polish sausage, the Italian sausage. What sausage you want? I'm trying to
Mexican
keep it up here.
sausage.
Shit. This shit is dragging, kid. Fucking this dragging. What, you hitting the bomb?
There we go. I don't know. I just started realizing, we spoke about that other thing, and I had this idea. Not idea. I had this epiphany because someone else in
Uh-huh.
the community was talking to me about this, almost something similar. And this is the point I made, right? I said, right, it's the same crowd, different venue. You know what I mean by that, right?
Yeah.
Meaning it's like 4, 5, 6 different panels that feel like they're making it, but it's like you have the same audiences. Y'all all sharing the same audiences. That to me, that's not success.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
It's not.
Not at
It's
all.
not.
Not at all.
I find that
That's why
shit boring.
try to do different shit. You feel me? Like, I get it. People, they do that celebrity talk. They talk about celebrities and shit. It's good to a certain extent, bro. I can't sit there and talk about celebrities all day. I want to talk about, like, real shit. That either, like, we go through in life.
Yeah, word. Not no fucking old fucking heads fucking talking about all this weird shit, thinking like because it was somebody in the past, nigga, that they got character in today's world, and it's like, yo, my nigga, in this today's temperament, in today's temperature, 90% of y'all old heads won't make it. So it's
Uh-huh.
either you fucking evolve or you don't evolve. You gonna stay that way, nigga? Stay out of people's way. Go behind the line, go somewhere and just sleep away into eternal bliss, nigga, without no one noticing.
And if you would have seen the last, oh, man. That panel that we was talking about,
Say it again?
remember that panel we was talking about?
Yeah?
I was on that one. And, like, like you said, like we said, you state your opinion, it's a wrap. Motherfucker can take your head off.
Nah,
No,
that
I'm not saying.
fucking, that nigga that, I don't want to say his name,
Yeah. I know.
because there's two of them. It was the one on the right, not the one on the left.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, exactly.
Niggas
Well,
like, yo, this nigga like, it's online, go look. And I'm just like, yo, I'm tired of dealing with you stupid ass motherfuckers, bro. I really am.
you
Niggas
said
will
that
be
it
like,
what?
take my word for it. Take my word for it. Here, look it up. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. And it's like, yo, nigga, that's not research, my nigga. Like,
Nah. Then the next thing is, where's the source you coming from?
word. Like, if you're basing off an interpretation, cool. Just show me where the interpretation came from. Give me the citation. Okay, I'll look it over. And then if it says what you're claiming it says, then great. We move on. You have the point.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's why when I get to certain panels, and you know what's my shit? When I hear somebody saying something that's like redundant or stupid, I gotta. It's not really like shut them down, but I gotta let you know like what you're saying sounds retarded, bro. Like what
Yeah,
you're saying
but
sounds real retarded.
but that's a lot, nigga. That's all over YouTube, bro. You ever seen them old heads, the niggas that were military, nigga, how they talk? And
What
it
you mean?
makes me, yeah, like I bumped into military guys, bro. They all fucked in the head, bro. I could say that with
What?
confidence. Y'all all fucked in the head. There's nothing fucking spiritual or mature about half of these niggas that come out the military talking this shit. It's like, nigga, you have trauma and you're trying to trauma dump, and you're misunderstanding that your trauma dumping cannot be confused for being like enlightened. It's not the same. You're just
What's not
trauma
the same?
dumping,
Yeah.
nigga.
Got people who are just like
Nigga say, yo,
narcissistic and shit.
nigga said everyone should join the military. No, nigga, because you join the military. No, we're not gonna force other people to join the military
Who
because you
said
feel some
that?
type of way. Some old head I know, niggas like every kid should join the military, and if they want to kill, they can learn. And I'm like, why would you put a gun in a kid's hand and teach them,
Uh-huh.
hey, you can kill indiscriminately because you're doing it for your country and that's okay? No, nigga, that's not okay. What happened to all these niggas being Christians and spiritual and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's just, I don't know. Should be weird. Some people be weird.
Niggas telling me, yo, niggas said the kids should, and what? So they could come out fucked up, so they could go in the
Exactly.
military and make below minimum fucking wage. Just talk about things like that.
And
That's
that,
stuff they don't want to
and
talk
that,
about.
the mental health after that, bro. Like, you
Oh,
won't be able to get a job.
nigga, you earn under 725 as an E4.
Uh,
The fuck you mean? It's the minimum. Yo, bro, they follow federal minimum wage guidelines.
uh-huh.
Get the fuck out of here in 2025. Get out. Oh, I'm serving my country. Nigga, your country don't give a shit about you, my nigga.
Because you don't care about you, and you don't care about your. Y'all be hearing people say some crazy shit about America, and it's like, bro, if you don't like it, you know you got options, bro. You can get the hell out of here. Oh
Niggas
no,
got
oh
money.
no, oh no, oh no. Okay, so then stop talking crap about you. You over here praising other places, nigga, praise where you live. If not, move over there, bro.
Yo, like I said, I could say some shit. I could say
Mhm.
some shit, bro, about all that, but on other panels I'll talk about it, but on the panels I'm usually, and it's like, yo, it's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, if I try to provide like a substantial like argument or whatever, I have receipts for it. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell people. Like, yo, if I call you out or I call out a situation, it's because I have receipts. I have made
Mhm.
an observation that points that you're being a hypocrite. That's the thing I don't like about YouTube. People can't accept that they're hypocrites at the end of the day.
Exactly. And I like calling hypocrites the fuck out. Bro, trust me. I had somebody on here one time say to me, "Oh, I don't want my kid to have a social security number. I don't want him tied to the government." But so I asked him like, "Oh, but wait, but you got one, right?" "Yeah, I got one." So it's like it doesn't make sense. You don't want your kid to have one, but you have it. So then I asked him, I was like, "So why don't you? Who's this? I don't know who you are, scary movie. That ain't gonna work. Either you show your face and you can come on, or you're just gonna be there showing up." All right, so then you got two options. You could be in the comments, or you could, yeah, you can back out. But yeah, like the dude was like, "Yeah, I don't want my kid to have a social security number." So then I asked him, "Oh, but you got one, right?" He said, "Yeah." So then the next question was, "All right, so why don't you go down to wherever courthouse you got to go to and give up your rights as a, give up your social security number?" Niggas want to argue with you, like, bro. So, but how you sound? You don't want your kid to have it, but you got it.
But you know what's
Like,
crazy about that food stamps though? I thought I had this epiphany last night, right? After reading some of Malcolm X's stuff, right? Because Malcolm X
yeah,
has a thing where he's a quote. I think it's from Malcolm X. He goes, "Democracy is just another word for hypocrisy." I don't know if that's how
yeah,
he said it, but that's how I understood it. But when I heard that, right, I started thinking because I started looking at the Jewish settlers and all these other countries that we fund this and that, and I said, "Yo, bro, slavery never fucking ended. We're literally slaves for the entire world." If you think
basically.
about it, yeah, we're
When you,
slaves to other countries. Because think
when you
about it.
go to work, it's true. You go to work, you pay taxes, and what? Look what this guy did. He gave what, Ukraine billions of our hard-earned money. Like, come on, bro, how you do that as a president? Give another country billions of
No, no,
dollars.
no. But I agree with the Ukraine thing because they gave it to them in armaments, in old armaments, right? What this is where I
Hmm.
don't agree. Where I stop agree, disagree. I mean, where I stop agreeing. When I found out that Jewish settlers, when they go to Israel, and they get their own crib, and they get free education, free healthcare.
Motherfucker changed his mask. I'm sorry.
Yo, all that like that they get in Israel is paid by taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
I hope you know that there's settlers that live in houses for free. They get free food stamps, free government subsidies, a paycheck, and they do absolutely nothing. So they're allowed to live peacefully at their own leisure at the expense of a budget that the United States presents them.
Fuck them. What about us? We
Well,
sending
we
billions.
don't have the
We
same
sending.
privileges,
But that's what
nigga.
I'm saying. We send billions to Ukraine, but with those billions, we could have ended homelessness in 24 hours.
Yo, no, no, it happened in pandemic. Remember during that pandemic, there was like a whole when he gave out the stimulus checks. It was the
Yeah.
first time in America where there was no poverty because everyone had money.
Everybody.
And
And
if you peeped it, if you peeped when that happened, guess what was happening at the time? No crime. New York City was fucking calm and peachy for a. Do you remember that? Everyone could walk outside. Niggas got along. Drug dealers is talking to their ops. Ops are talking to ops. There was no stress in the world when people had money in their pocket. The moment you took that away, what ended up happening?
crime.
Right back to
Crime.
business.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
Because I remember during the pandemic when that funding was given out in fucking. I remember it was like a whole week or 2 or 3 weeks where like everyone was receiving the checks. People were receiving the UBI, right?
Yeah, I
Not the
didn't.
UBI, the unemployment, right?
Yeah.
And people were happy. Like despite people were dying and shit, it was just like people didn't stress out. It was like they had money to go to the store buy food. They had money to pay bills.
By the
People weren't wigging
liquor,
out.
by the seafood platters. I wish I could have got some of that. I couldn't get the stimulus at that time. I was paying child support,
Ooh.
but it turned out good because I was able to get my unemployment plus that extra 600 they gave out. So it worked out.
That's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, man. This time is at 4:47. My boss need to leave, bro. I'm trying to smoke.
Oh, you're trying to do HVAC?
Yeah. I'm trying to go to HVAC.
You're trying to go to HVAC class.
Yo, scary movie. You still in the background? Nigga came back with a different mask.
Oh my god.
See, I would have let him up, but people like that, they do weird stuff.
Wait, you can see his camera with a mask on?
Yeah, when he was in the backstage, he had the screen mask, and then he left, came back with a Jason mask.
Oh, I know who that is.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the Jason mask gave it away.
Damn, I would have known. I would have let him up.
Nah. I don't fuck the nigga anyway, but
Oh, okay.
I know who it is. It starts with a C, ends with a S.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cunt?
A cunt,
Cunt.
I guess.
Cunt.
A cunt.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. It might not even be him. I mean, who knows? It's probably one of the trolls that are following me. That's how I know I made a YouTube famous.
Oh, probably. Because I never seen homeboy in my life. It's all good. I don't mind people coming up, but if you want to do weird stuff, like show body parts and shit, like, there's no point in that, bro.
They're gonna start
Like
stripping his clothes.
like you could have kept your mask on and still vibe with us. You feel me? But most people, they rather choose to troll than to actually be a real motherfucker.
Nah, that's YouTube in a nutshell, my nigga.
Yeah.
YouTube in a nutshell.
Take that over to Twitch or something.
Nah. I think mostly these people really can't do much. I think they had their one shot on YouTube. They failed, and they can't
Oh,
regroup themselves.
they get discouraged and shit.
No, I don't even think they get discouraged. I just think they lock themselves in like a corner where they just can't do nothing because they can't be original with their content, or they're afraid to do other things. That's why I kind of stopped giving people advice and ideas because it's like, why am I gonna let you make money off of my ideas if I could just keep the shit and do it myself?
Or not even because you give people ideas and half the time they don't even take your ideas. So it's like, all right, just I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, word.
Like people don't see it that way anyway. You know how many ideas I try to give out just to help people, like as a viewer. Like I give you ideas of what I would want to see, and people some people don't care, or they take it as you like you're trying to tell them what to do type shit. But bro, it's just an idea. You can take that. You can take my idea and make it your own. Switch it up, change it up.
Nah, but you can't even do that either because then you'll have niggas fighting saying I was the first one that did this. No, I was up, and it's like, yo, y'all weird. Y'all stuck in high school, some shit.
But yeah. Motherfuckers who do shit like that, those are like how you say, like ungrateful people. Because if I give you an idea and you take it and it's good, I'm not gonna be that person to be like, oh, I gave him that idea. I'm gonna be proud, like, oh shit, like to myself, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? You took my advice and now look, you're blowing up. Most people, they'll wait that chance to be like, oh, but if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be popping because I gave you that idea type shit. Nah. I can't do that. Yella was popping, Yella. It's Gucci.
I got tired of giving niggas ideas. That's the way
Yeah,
I look at it now. Like, nah, you starved to death, nigga. Like,
ideas.
I hate hearing niggas tell me, "Oh, you're the smartest nigga I know." Oh yeah, but you won't take my advice, right? You fucking idiot.
Yeah, and you know what it is? You know what it is, Matthew? Like, sometimes people don't listen to the ideas, and your ideas be working, but they just don't listen. Like, bro, like, like for me personally, like, if I give somebody advice, it's not like I'm trying to do it to be like, what you doing ain't shit. It's just, here's a little piece of something, and you never know. What if the idea I give you, you take it and that shit hit, and now you're a fucking millionaire?
Yeah, word.
Like, come on. What then? Were you gonna give me my credit then, or
I just feel
when
like if my point, I guess the point I'm trying to make is that if I try to give an idea, it's not meant to make you rich overnight, but it's just meant to bump you up a little bit, where you start to see other things on your own, and you just run with your gut feeling. This
yeah?
is meant to give you a little perspective so that you
But a
see
lot of
something
people,
different.
what I see or what I notice, a lot of people, they copy other people in hopes that it's gonna work for them because it's working for the person they copy.
Yeah, but that's all of YouTube though. That's a
Yeah, yeah,
lot of people on YouTube though that be doing that, and they don't even realize they're doing that.
yeah. I can't. Like, the other day I was live and some dude actually like, oh, like matter of fact, not even the dude. I think it was Emily, the last chick that was with us. She was like,
Oh,
oh,
oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was like, oh, like what's your shit about? And I'm like, yo, it's just me being regular. Like, I'm not gonna be on some Todd Cement shit, jumping around like a clown to entertain you. Like, you could come over here if you have something on your mind you want to talk about, like, conversate. Like, that's how I want my shit. Anybody can come over here if they're having a bad day, come on my shit. Whatever you say is gonna spark a conversation, and then you just keep that shit going. And then the more people come in the thing, there's more conversation. I just want to argue. That bickering, the arguing shit.
Nah,
That
it's
got,
what got to me is when they started just shaming that woman. It's like, yo, bro, you don't like you don't understand how much damage you're doing to the channel, and it's like you're struggling already with 10 people
they
watching. You're
don't
gonna let
get
that
it,
happen?
bro. Bro, they don't get it. And I had people tell people like, yo, that certain person is on your channel. Is they fucking up your channel, bro. Like, oh no, people don't listen.
They want the
Like, when you
drama.
get,
They want the drama, bro.
yeah, I get it, but the drama still ain't working because you could get drama and it works, but sometimes the people that's causing the drama don't make it work because of who they are. Because you got people who start drama, but they charismatic with it. They make it, they make you want to sit there and watch it. And then you got people who start the drama on the channel, and then you like, I don't want to listen to this shit. I'm out. Because I've been on some platforms where it was a little bit of drama, but it was to the point where it was somewhat real and entertaining at the same time. Better, more than, you go to some other pages where they have drama and the straight insults, talking about people's mothers and what they're gonna do. Bro, like, come on. And then like, sometimes these dudes be old heads doing this shit.
Oh yeah, niggas in their 40s and shit.
40 niggas, 50s,
Oh, you're not wrong.
50s, bro. Like, bro, you serious? Like, you do know you're older than me. Like, I hold you to a certain standard. You're supposed to be acting a certain way, like a little bit more mature. But you can't get that shit. You can't get I can't even say the word. Authenticness? Is that even a word?
Yeah,
Authenticity. Authenticity.
authenticity. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really get that shit from people. When you come on YouTube, you usually come across that fake persona. Cause I came across people who, when they talk, it's like they want to say something that gives them that wow factor. Like, oh yeah, that person said that shit. It was so profound. Like, bro, come on. Like, I know you for real. You're a regular bum. Stop it. like you come on YouTube and this is like where you can be whoever you want to be. You could be a millionaire, you could be a kingpin, you could be the biggest OG on the block when you come on YouTube. Genuine, authentic people that at least have a decent conversation with. Everything leads to like an argument, arguments.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm right, you're wrong. That's the whole argument.
Oh yeah.
But
And
it's
it's never
it's you're
like,
right, you're wrong based on experiences. It's not even based on like something tangible that you can examine, like take apart and try to figure it out. There's just niggas just want you to take the experiences and be like, oh no, this is the highest of standards. Like my nigga, what?
or even opinions. Like if we having a discussion and you say your opinion and I say my opinion and they don't align, that doesn't mean we gotta argue and we gotta start insulting each other. It's just like at the end of the day, both opinions, and it doesn't mean that you're right or I'm right because it's just our opinion. There's
Mhm.
like nine. How many people in the world that have their own opinion? It's gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers with their own opinion.
Also, on top
You
of that,
know?
I don't think people realize that when they say their opinion, for example, like one of the things I hear about a lot, right? Even though I understand that there's a lot of negative like connotations around it, which
Yeah,
is like, for example, the trans issue, right?
yeah,
Most men, right, would say something like, "A man can be a woman." You're absolutely right. However, there is a anthropological way of looking at it, and there's a biological way of looking at it, right?
yeah,
So, can at any point in the exception of a man, was he a woman? Yeah. When you're in your mother's womb, you start off as the
yeah.
female chromosome. Then
Before
when
you
you
get,
then when you decide what sex you're going to
uh,
be, male, then those organs transition and they'll just reconfigure to produce that gender's corresponding genitals, right? Okay, cool. But I think what people want to misunderstand about the trans issues is that when trans issues are spoken about, they're spoken about in an anthropological manner, meaning that in anthropology provides ye- hundreds of years of proof that hey, trans were around, might have disappeared from culture, then made a reappearance later in time, sure,
yeah,
but it's a thing that's been around for as long as we can remember. So that's all I'm trying to
definitely,
say is
yeah,
that they existed, yes, even back then. The idea of dressing up in women's garbs and doing certain things that fit
yeah,
society, all the way back
yeah,
to like not the Mayans, the Sumerians, etc. All that there's little traces of that type of ideology, right? But
yeah,
it's not to say like a man can never be a woman. Let's just put it like that. A man can
yeah.
never
Back
be a
then,
woman. However,
yeah,
people also forget that a part of the trans thing is that trans is supposed to represent a mental illness called gender dysphoria, right?
yeah,
So when a person transitions, they're doing that because the procedure increases the life expectancy of the individual. What do I mean by that? If a person generally has gender dysphoria, the likelihood that that individual will commit suicide is a lot higher.
yeah,
When you
high,
give
yeah,
them HRTs, it balances out and it increases that life expectancy because they're going to be less suicidal. So it's already been coined that hey, trans are people that suffer from this particular mental illness, and this procedure is the most positive outcome that we have for trans people. Here comes the problem. Now you have a bunch of fucking idiots that want to do shit for clout and trend. They'll be like, I was meant to be a woman. Get the transition, cut their dick off, and still
oh,
don't
yeah,
realize why they feel upset. When
yeah,
you never
yeah,
had the issue, you don't have the mental illness of what's titled as gender dysphoria. So
it's
if you
gonna
don't
be
have
cool.
gender dysphoria, you shouldn't be taking HRTs. You might as well be a drag, a cross dresser. You might as well be gay if you want to be gay or bisexual. Cool. But transitioning is not for you. And in America, we're letting everyone transition at the expense of our tax dollars. And I don't think that's a good idea.
No, no. If they want to do that, they should pay for that shit on their own.
Bro, have you seen how much New York City pays for services?
And then that's the thing, like, we're dumb. Americans are dumb. We're so dumb. We can stop all of this, like the drop of the hat. We can stop all this shit.
Now, everything else, when it comes to like the women's toilets, putting tampons in male bathrooms, look, that's called trying to be exclusive, right? trying to bring not exclusive. They're trying to bring like exclusivity to a group that's marginalized, right? Which is
Yeah.
there's not a lot of trans as opposed to any other groups. However, people, the first thing they do, they try to push this on our kids. No, it's just the thought they threw out, and they're waiting for the public to give their opinion. And it sounds like most of the public can't sit down and have a decent discussion. Most of us agree, hey, if a person transitioned from male to female, I don't feel comfortable for that person to go to female's bathroom. Make a non-binary bathroom. Make a separate
Yeah.
bathroom, or make a bathroom where both genders could use it. And if you don't want to use it, go find another bathroom that's designated for women. Or if a man wants to use it, go find one that's designated for a man. But I agree, trans should not share the same spaces as real, organic, cisgendered women.
Yeah, it should not. Because in my opinion, some people might even fake that whole thing and just try to be predators.
It's happened
You know?
before, though.
Yeah, exactly. They'll use that segue to be like, oh, let me do this so I can actually enter the bathroom and hopefully fulfill my demonic needs of doing some weird stuff. Because some people malicious that way. Some people,
Did you hear about the dude? There was the dude at the nail at the. I think it was like a woman's spa,
yeah.
and they let him go to the female side. It was a trans woman with his wiener still attached.
Oh wow.
And then niggas just trying to be like, oh, but that's a woman. Like you have these white dudes white knighting, and it's like, yo, y'all missed the point. She feels uncomfortable because there is a 12-year-old with her mother in a salon, and there's a dude exposing herself. Had this would have happened outside, that would have been considered a slew of other offenses. So let's not get it twisted. The issue is that it's not a trans. The issue is that he had a wiener.
Yeah.
He went to a designated spot for female. And regardless whether he felt like a woman or not, that's irrelevant. You expose yourself to a minor. What the fuck kind of message is that?
But don't they got that law in New York City now? I think it's New York where like anyone could go in any bathroom.
I don't even know. I don't know if that's a real
Or
thing.
some weird shit like that. That's kind of weird. I wouldn't want that. You know, my daughter going to the bathroom.
Yeah, where you send your daughter to use the bathroom, and then she's there with a nigga named fucking Clarissa, and Clarissa used to be a Harry, and fucking Harry
Not
still
even
has a
that.
fucking
Not
dick.
even that. It could be some hardcore criminal who's been in prison for like 30 years. They come out in a different.
Oh,
How
I
you
see
doing?
what you're saying.
Fine. Good. Same old. And then now they come out in the world and they want to be something else. But they
Hey,
still
let,
have that jailhouse mentality.
hey, let's
If you
not
know what I mean.
forget that back in World War II, men used to wear females' clothing and go on a theater stage and perform for other men because it was considered entertainment. So let's not forget
Oh
these things in the
yeah,
past.
yeah. And back then it was cool. They they considered it cool.
Yeah,
But we
back then
gotta
it
do
was
this for
funny. Now
entertainment.
it's not.
I know, right? Hey, let's give morale to the troops. Let's dress up like this and laugh about it. No, no. Imagine being in the military back then, and that's your first idea of entertainment.
Yeah,
Dress up like
word.
a girl. I don't know. How about we go to the field and shoot some rounds? But you know what I think that was, Matthew? I think that was how that happened. Was there was somebody who had those thoughts deep down inside, and that was their opportunity to release it to the world. If you get what I'm saying, like they
Well,
had that.
I mean, if that's it, I mean, more power to them,
Yeah, I get it, but like, bro, and look where we at now. That shit is everywhere.
bro. If niggas know that in other parts of the world, trans people are like hailed as like more than what a human being is. Like, for example, you go to what is it? Is it Thailand that has lady boys?
Yeah,
You go to Thailand.
Thailand,
Thailand is diabolical, bro. Thailand is
oh
diabolical.
wait, somebody's going ham. Yeah, if you go to Thailand, they praise that shit. That's okay over there. Oh, this doesn't work, right? They praise that, and they see that as 100% fine. I don't know. I can't like, oh man. Imagine you go to Thailand and the lady boy approaches you. How you doing? I'm a lady boy.
I
What would
don't
you
know.
do if you go to
I just think when it comes to people in general, when it comes to discussing these things, bro, I wish people had the more capacity to understand it's like an origin for everything.
Yeah, most people, like especially in this topic. And you know what's crazy though? This is another thing. If you even discuss this topic and then you sympathize with it, they'll condemn you and then they'll insult you for it.
Yeah, they'll assault me with it, but then I'm gonna hit them right back with, yo, which one of your uncles touched you, my nigga? Because you're acting way too feminine right now over an opinion.
Oh yeah, some shit like that, right?
I'll tell niggas straight up, yo, who bothered you, nigga, that you gotta be talking like that? I hate gays. Yeah, that's probably because you probably had a crush on a gay nigga and he turned you down. That's why I feel like most of these homophobic people are like that. It's like, nigga, you probably got your dick sucked by your homeboy or some shit that was trans or some shit. Probably got head tops from a nigga and like you over here. Cause I always found it weird. How are you so outspoken about homosexuality? Like, nigga, that shit is not in your face. Calm down. Niggas be like, I'm not with that gay shit. I'm like, nigga, you acting way
Yeah,
too
bro,
insecure,
it's
bro.
a conversation, exactly. You can't have a conversation. Oh, it's so uncomfortable, bro. When I hear people say that, I kind of think there's something underlying there.
Yep.
They trying to suppress.
Yo, bro, if you speak to Spanish people, this is the thing. Most Spanish cultures are cool with talking about this. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Spanish cultures are okay with having these conversations and don't devolve into something crazy. That's another side. That's another side. I'm good.
Yeah, it should be crazy. Though.
I think niggas just need to learn more history. I think that would make them a better person.
Not even that, Matthew. People need to be more open-minded about shit.
Yeah, but when you tell people be open-minded, the first thing a nigga thinks is a reach around from another gay twink.
Yeah, but
I tell them that most niggas go to a gay club, your opinion's gonna change. Opinion's gonna change. Go to a gay club. Watch how they talk to you. Your opinion's gonna change right afterwards. And if you can't handle being in a gay club, then I question something wrong with you. I question. If a normal man cannot step foot in the gay club to have platonic fun, and you feel nervous, that means there's something wrong with you. That means insecurity. There's something ain't right. Gay people aren't gonna hurt y'all. Fuck you, Gold. Tell me food disconnected. Who running the show now? I'm running the show? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Who's out there? Yo, Yella, stay high. Shout out to Yella, stay high. Oh,
my fault, bro. I'm back. Get my phone on. Not that good. Black screen. Great. Got it? Oh. But yeah, motherfuckers not open-minded to have conversations. You got to go. There's shit to do. Stay in a sense.
You want to know the hypocrisy food stands real quick? Niggas will complain about gay dudes, but never complain about lesbian women.
Why though? That's a good point, Dave.
Oh, it's okay for two women to be gay, but then if two men were gay, oh, that's a problem all of a sudden? Nah, y'all niggas are hypocrites.
Yeah, that's kind of, when you say like that, yeah. Could be like that. But again, it goes back to the open-mindedness. And, yeah, gotta be open-minded. What? Oh?
You ever heard dudes that be like, my son will never be gay? And them niggas end up turning to be gay, and that's the hilarious shit?
That's the universe telling you, okay, seek and you, how it goes? Seek and you shall see.
Bro, I have one trans friend that I knew since we were young. He was my first internet friend. We were 13. He came over before he transitioned. We hung out in New York City. He's from Texas, originally from Maryland. People around them were like rowdy people from Maryland and Philly, like street dudes, right? But this one's like the nerdiest one in the group, right?
Yeah.
Love that man to death. Now he's a woman. But like I tell people, he has feelings. He's a human being like anyone else. And I promise you, when he talks to certain people that wouldn't talk in public, it's a different story when niggas catch you alone. It's like, oh, I don't really feel that way. It's like when niggas get into groups, they have to share the same herd mentality. And that's where I
Yeah.
think it
Yeah.
gets fucked up.
Oh, matter of fact, I like that the way you said it. That panel we was talking about is exactly that herd mentality.
See, we cooking food stamps. You should leave
No,
this.
no, no simple like no. Nobody thinks individually. If somebody
Mm-hmm.
says something, if somebody says something, everybody has to agree. No, motherfucker, that's not how this shit is. That's not how this shit is. And even if I do agree, somewhere in that point that we agree, it's gonna be something that I disagree with you. But that's how it is, bro. Motherfuckers have that sheep mentality, the herd mentality. When one person says something, oh, we all gotta agree with you. No, hell no. If you jump off the bridge, I'm not going with you. What you eat don't make me shit. It's not again. You can't find authentic people, genuine people. Everybody's carbon copying each other.
Now you know what? Everyone that says they're real, when street dudes or just people in general, you know how they say, "Yo, I'm real. I'm like
Nah,
that. I'm real." I don't
bro.
believe it no more. If you have to say you're real, nigga, you're not
Yes,
real.
yes, and that's one thing I always preach this, Marty. Because I go to panels and people like to say certain things like that. And they like to talk out their mouth, and I always tell them, listen, real G's move in silence, bro. You don't got to tell me anything you did. It should be able to show off of you. You feel me?
Yeah,
It should
word.
it should be able to radiate off of you. You shouldn't have to tell me what you did 20 years, how long you've been locked up, or and half the time I don't even care because again, real G's move in silence. You telling me all this shit for what? You're not impressing me because if you tell me you've been to jail for 15 years, I can be like, okay, I know somebody who's been in jail for 40. So what does it mean? Like it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters, bro. We got the little purse. But yeah, like what that shit? None of that shit matters, bro. None of that shit matters, bro. I had a dude tell me, you know, going back to my daughter getting her license to do her nails and shit. His son's been in jail. They was doing big gangsters, doing all this stuff. And I'm like, so that's all you really have to say about your kids? You can't say nothing positive about these kids? Like, oh my God, tell me something positive about these kids. What did they accomplish? Because you telling me that they was in jail and been to prison and all these crimes they did, they were in gangs, bro. I'm gonna just perceive them as a loser. Like you could tell me like, oh yeah, but right now they doing this and this and that. Okay, but you should have led with that. You should have led with, yeah, my son is doing this, they doing that. But you want to tell me shit that happened 30 years ago when they were in the street. So now when you
Yeah.
talk about them, all I see is loser.
Don't celebrate the failures. Celebrate the accomplishments. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yes. But
It's coming from a nigga that no one. Yo, bro, this is why I consider, and I don't mean to talk. I really started. I have to start thinking, yo, Matthew, you are a fucking gem. You just need to place yourself. Yo, I've had everyone tell me that. It's like, yo, you a pretty sharp fucking arrow. You just have no direction. I have to start believing that. Cause look, we come in here, we cook up a conversation, nigga. This is something you can leave up. This actually authentic thought. Yo, I can't find this anywhere, bro. On some serious shit. It's always a panel dedicated to rubbing someone else's ego, and it's like, yo, I can't stand this, bro.
yeah, the ego rubber. See, I'm the dude. I like destroying egos.
Can we just have a conversation? That's all
I'm
that
like
should happen.
I'm like a walking ego death. But yeah, it's true though.
So much to
Everybody wants
talk
to.
about, bro.
Now, there's so many things to talk about, but people, I don't know. Again, to each their own. They want to talk about that, I guess go ahead and talk about it. But you have to start self analyzing shit. You've been talking about this for let's throw a number out, 2 years. You've been talking about this type of stuff for 2 years. Now think about it. Honestly, think about it. Where has it got you on your YouTube career about talking about the same stuff for 2 years? If it hasn't got you anywhere, that's a sign from the universe. Hey, let me reinvent myself. Let's see where this goes. Maybe if I reinvent my whole shit, something might click in it. I might get more views. I might get more interactive people in the comments. People want to join panels. But the same shit every fucking day, can't do it, bro.
It's
Can't do
too
that.
monotonous, to be honest.
I can't do that. Like maybe one day I want to have a stream. We talk about fucking cars and shit, different type of cars. The next stream, I don't know. We talk about shit like this on a Friday. Relax Friday. Anything goes. You wanna fucking, I don't know, but the
The what?
oh, my phone locked. The repetitiveness, that shit gets corny after a while. It's like watching the same reruns over and over and over and over and over. Like I already know how this episode ends, bro.
You know why I think they do that? Because it's a topic they're comfortable with. And they're gonna repeat anything they're comfortable. They're not gonna kind of like venture out to another topic that they have
Yeah,
no experience
true.
like discussing. But it's
But
okay to ask, like to have a conversation, even if
the
you don't
best
know
the
anything.
best the best conversations are the uncomfortable ones though, because it makes you like you discuss stuff, you talk about stuff more because you don't really understand it, so you talk about it more. Well, that's the way I see it. Like if somebody comes up to me about a topic I don't know, then I'm gonna be fucking intrigued. Like, oh, world, let's talk about this shit then. But most people they get complacent with the same shenanigans, arguing.
That or the same shit every fucking other day when niggas get drunk and just do a live, and it's like, yo, bro, it's nothing changes. The only thing that's different right now is that you feel that you're happy, but everyone else watching is sort of like, what the fuck is going on?
The cringe.
The cringe, and it's like you have to sort of like understand that once you have someone's focus, you got hit with the whammy. You gotta bedazzle these motherfuckers, and you gotta make them starve for whatever it is you just gave them.
Oh yeah, kid, trust me, man. I'm gonna get. I'm I was gonna get a webcam, new
Uh-huh.
webcam, but I'm gonna scratch that because I got a GoPro that I don't really use. That I found out you can actually connect the GoPro as a webcam, so now gives you better quality, 4K quality or whatever. So little by little, I'm trying to upgrade my shit. And I don't want to be YouTube famous per se, but if I can make money like a second income, even a couple of extra $100, shit, that's an extra $100.
I'm gonna try to
Damn,
invest in a webcam too because I want to be a virtual YouTuber. I use a
virtual one.
yeah
Yo,
VTuber.
there's this kid over here. He be doing live and shit. I seen his Instagram. He already came across like famous people, and this is a regular dude. This is a dude that he cleans buildings as his day job, and then when he, after he clocks out, he does the streaming shit.
I
The
think
dude that lives here, but he works there. You seen him with? He was with who I seen him with on his Instagram. He was with somebody famous. Damn.
what I'm thinking of doing, food though, in all seriousness, was right now. It's a good time to take advantage of political talk.
Nah, I don't want that. I don't like that political
No, no,
talk.
no, 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 no. Listen, 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 listen,
That shit
listen,
ends in
listen.
arguments,
No, no, no,
bro.
no, 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 no. Listen, listen. You're not listening,
Huh?
Spood. You gotta listen.
I
Listen,
don't want to listen. I don't want to listen.
listen. You're not hearing me out.
Yeah,
You're not listening.
oh, like,
Who said anything about it being an open panel? Stop flashing drugs online, bro. It's illegal.
this is not. This is lettuce.
Like
This is
broccoli.
lettuce. This is broccoli, and this is asparagus, bro.
All right, thank you. All right, so what I was saying was, who said anything about being an open panel?
Oh wait. Would you just let anybody in the comments come up?
No. So, damn, not to say too much, but no. Okay, what do you know about like other political content creators? Do you know any famous ones like Hassan? Not Hassan Campbell. Hassan, the one from the
nah.
Young Turks.
Nah, I don't know really anybody like that on that political shit.
What
Like,
about Sam Chowder?
nah,
Okay, Charlie Kirk.
be him here or there. You know. I
Okay,
wasn't
but
really
you, but
following.
okay, but you know that he used to like do the static video, not the static videos. He used to do regular videos where he just records himself talking,
Yeah.
or and do it live. He'll just do like a non-panel where his like face is at the corner and the whole background's the screen. Because a lot of content creators or a lot of political commentators or political influencers, they'll use that same format. They'll put their webcam at the corner at the bottom left, and the whole background is like the video that you're watching. And the often it could be a debate or like an announcement being made by the White House. The point is that setup right there is good to do every other day, excluding that Saturday. And I'm still thinking like maybe Friday, Saturday. But the point is that you set yourself up a schedule. Do you get what I'm trying to say without divulging too much?
More professional. I got you.
No, not that. That's not the word I'm looking for.
But if you think about it like that, if we have a set schedule, you know, I take
You're
that
no,
kind of.
you're more in control of the content you put out. You just have to go out your way and make the content. Look,
Or
YouTube is this, right? This is what a lot of people don't understand about YouTube. And I've only been at least like a streamer or content creator for like a couple of months, not that long, right? This is what I noticed. People get lazy and they stop uploading content.
the uploads bring you more views than like a live stream and shit.
Now, there's other things, but I'm not going to mention it because I'm not trying to give free game to niggas watching this panel right now. No,
Yeah,
it's not today. I'm not being charitable today. I could give it to you in the background though, but I'm not being charitable to everyone else. But there's a way. There's a way. There's a way to beat that. Not beat. There's a way of playing with the algorithm where you where you ride the wave. It's not the other way around where you control it. You want to ride the line. Pause. You don't want to influence the algorithm. You're not going to be able to influence it.
That's what you're saying.
So the same way you look at stocks of cryptocurrency, you're going to do the same exact thing.
You know, give me a second. I'm trying to sign into it. No. Into Google. Nigga, Android. They won't even let me sign in. Fuck you. Dave, my son, shut up. These motherfuckers is doing. Oh, set up again. I'm gonna fix that shit ASAP. Yo,
Yeah.
surprise Steven ain't pop out.
I don't know. I think Steven's on another panel right now. Oh, he's probably taking a break.
He be on some panel. He was on some panel yesterday, but
No, he was on a panel today. Wasn't he in the morning? Yeah, he was on like at 11 or 12.
even I gave who the fuck sent me something?
Huh?
Somebody send me that shit, man. Yeah, certain shit I can't fuck with, man. Like them ignorant panels. It was like 1 o'clock last night. I came across a panel with nothing but potheads. That shit was funny as fuck.
Not fuck with those. I don't. I've been in a particular sector that I'm not even proud of being a part of.
Which was that?
I can't even say. I don't even want to mention names.
Oh man.
Yeah, like no one, like
So
only a
sorry,
few
man. Thank you.
people know about that sector, but it's like one of those where it's like it's a free for all, my nigga. I'm surprised
Oh
I've
no, I don't
survived
think
and
so.
earned some respect from people there. So it's down that pipeline, pero
The fuck you
I
saying? I get too argumentative.
you should see me, nigga. When I crash, when I snap on there, if you do, it's rare that it happens. But niggas will
Yo,
tell you, yo, this nigga
that's
just
why. That's why I wanted you to get on that panel for that reason. Not snap, but yo, man, that shit would have been
Steven,
that shit
yo,
would have been
you spoken to Steven about it? Yo, tell Steven when you talk to him on Discord, whenever you get the chance, ask him is Ben on. He knows who it is. Is Ben on
okay.
Discord right now, right? If
Yeah,
he invites Ben to that Discord call, right? He can invite. Steven knows who to bring. But I want you to sit down with Ben and you ask him, yo, Mafty, do you know him? Yeah, I know him from GTA 5M because Ben lives in the five boroughs. Like he's someone that owns businesses over here, right? He's a real
yeah,
chill fucking dude, right? Still have him in my contacts to this day. But point is, you talk to Ben, ask
yeah.
him, yo, what could you tell me about Mafty? Right? He loves me. He fucks with me. But he'll tell you, yo, boy, this nigga has gotten away with saying the craziest shit I've ever heard. Ask Steve.
Shit.
That's why I say, yo, I don't want to. I don't want. Yo, don't make me, bro, because that's bad. Niggas' feelings will get hurt.
That's so wild.
You thought Charleston White? I could be Charleston White times 100, times 100. I promise you, food. I could surpass Charleston White.
Yo, but Charleston White don't be saying nothing crazy. He just sees it from it.
What
Remember,
about
he
Dr.
old.
Umar?
He old. So from his time growing up to now, he sees the difference and he just speaks on the difference.
That's true. That's true. What
So I
about
can't
Dr.
really.
Umar?
Nah, he's a clown. I don't really fuck with him like that.
Who is
I
a
don't
guy
listen.
who's the guy that's famous for like being very tongue in cheek?
And Andrew
I mean, not
Tate,
tongue in cheek, like very tonguey, like pause, like very like their words are mad sharp.
Andrew Tate is like that. A lot. That nigga, you don't sugarcoat shit.
I don't sugarcoat things. What I do is I try to attack things from the core of the issue. That's how I was taught. Go after the
Um,
real problem. Don't go after what you're dressing the problem in, because you're just
you ever
making
watch?
anything up.
You ever watch the whatever podcast?
What the fuck is that?
Well, since you say that, that's where you're gonna fit in, bro. Trust me. All right, so it's a guy. He invites about like 12 females there, Instagram models, whoever they are in life, usually bimbos. So he brings them there to get like their perspective on how they see life compared, how they um, view themselves, what they look for in men, their career choices and shit like that. But half the time they on there is like they're getting schooled on life type shit. Because most of them are young. So what he does, he invites mostly bimbos, fake models and shit, and then sometimes he invites regular women, so moms have jobs and shit, and he tries to compare like that lifestyle compared to a girl that's in the street being a stripper and shit. So he tries to compare like their mindset. So he'll ask the stripper like, "Oh, so what do you look for in a man, and what does she have to come with to be able to be with you, right?" So they say their bullshit, and then here comes the regular woman who has a husband, has a 9 to 5, has kids, and she's giving her perspective. Like, oh nah, like y'all young girls is crazy. If you want to keep a man, if you want a man, this is what you really have to do. And some of the girls is like, sometimes they left dumbfounded because when they explain what they look for, and then they have a woman that's established in life already, explaining like how life really is. You know, let's say a 40-year-old talking to a 19-year-old, who's gonna have more sense in life? You feel me? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
the 40-year-old. So, some of those girls, they leave that podcast either like, but their mind changed, like, oh shit, I ain't. Some of the girls be crying.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, and I forgot his name. Oh,
Some white guy.
yeah, 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 yeah. He was in a 4v1 debate against Destiny. The Young Turks chick was there too, which
Matter of
was
fact,
weird.
this guy was on that show. Charlie Kirk was there one time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He orbits. He not that he orbits. He's known within the political scene too. Like when it
Got
comes
you.
to
The
like
dog
political
away.
commentary.
And I know this is chasing his dog. But yeah, nah, he talks about mad shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. I seen
And
that show.
then you got Fresh and Fair. I don't watch them no more.
What I felt about Fresh and Fit? They were too overly aggressive. They were trying to ride a wave that they were never meant to ride on.
Yeah, because sometimes they could have, for what I noticed, they could have approached certain situations better than how they did. Their shit was more like demeaning, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
to the
but
females they was there.
but let's be honest, right? You know why I think that whole format sucked? In a way, it was entertaining, but you
The
know
red
what I
pill
found?
shit.
Yeah, but you know what I found insulting about the situation too? At the end of the day, that's someone else's kid that you're talking to like that. I understand there's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
way
yeah.
of communicating things, but at the end of the day, what I also wanted to say was, it's no one's business to decide what someone else's does with their full autonomy. Meaning, whatever
No,
they
you
want
got
to
the
do with their body, that's all on them.
let's see. My fault, party. But yeah, you check it out. It's called the channel's called whatever. The whatever podcast.
Ceiling time?
Yeah. But yeah, Fresh and Fair I used to be into. I don't watch it no more.
I'm surprised Andrew Tate lasted for as long as he did.
I don't see what Andrew Tate was talking about that was so bad though.
Well, nah, it wasn't that. It was just the allegations and his
Yeah,
what he was involved in.
but I think what he was talking about, the way he was, led to that. I feel like that was the way to shut him up.
No, 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 no. But okay, but he wasn't. He was non-threatening to anyone, even on the political side. What was he? A
Yeah, that's the
political influencer?
nah. He was basically giving honestly, Marty, giving males like advice about everything. One man how to better themselves, how to have a positive mindset about themselves, like shit like that, bro. You feel me? Like, you don't have to chase a bitch. Just work on yourself, and the bitches will come to you. Type shit. Like, yo, you got, yo, homeboy used to spit some real shit, bro. And his shit wasn't even about that because he would talk about mad other topics. He would talk about political shit, depression, stuff that's going on in society right now. But I guess his delivery and the way he would talk about certain shit, that he didn't like it, and that's what came across because I remember that I think he had a live stream when he invited bitches over. I remember seeing the live stream, and then one of the bitches tried to say that he invited her over there for sex. She went up texting her boyfriend like, "Oh, this mother," and then that's where the floodgates opened up in sex trafficking bitches and shit
No,
like
no,
that.
no, 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 no. I think he knew the game and he was a part of a certain underworld, and it is what it is. I still respect some of
Facts.
the things he said though were correct. Like for example, men should go to the gym, be healthy, eat healthy, exercise, prioritize themselves. Seek
Nah, but bro, the
betterment.
shit is
That's all great. Just the
all the
way he
allegations.
dressed it was the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't like it, so they had to shut him up because all the allegations they came out not to be true. They had to give him all his cars back, his money, and
What
all the
about
other
no, no,
shit.
no, no? The Florida one's still underway, isn't it? That's the
I don't
last
know.
one.
I don't know if he's still in trouble because of
Let
that.
me look it up. I got you right now. Hold on. Uh, Okay, so as of September 2025, Andrew Tate's legal issues are ongoing across several countries, including criminal investigations, civil lawsuits in Romania, United Kingdom, United States. Um, yeah, he's still going through that, I guess. May 2025, there was another 21 charges filed against him stemming from 2012 to 2015.
I think all that shit is fake. Matter of fact, hold on, I can split screen this.
Come on. YouTube, while I'm on this, YouTube.
Yeah, also he evaded paying taxes. I do believe in that. I do believe he probably didn't try to evade paying taxes.
And there's no law saying you have to pay tax.
Yo, let's not start this shit. Let's not start this shit, food stamps.
I'm just saying, like, there's no standard law.
No. That's in the UK though. Tax evasion.
Oh, over there. Okay. I thought it was over here.
Yeah, because remember, he had online businesses. You're still held liable for taxes on those online businesses.
Yeah, I get that. I thought we were talking about here in America.
So I gotta monetize this.
Huh? I gotta get my weights. I didn't even check. My bad. I just looked at us about to get it. I just
Use another cool dude to watch. Like this shit. Oh yeah, like 20 minutes.
Don't even give me my sandwich much.
What else is going on out there? Crazy world. Still up. That what's that? 331i Atlas.
What about it?
Get over here. First time I heard it was in December. Now they're saying in mid-November.
Yeah, because as it get closer, they have a better, when they're able to observe it, get more information as it gets closer, they'll be able to give you an accurate, time frame. But you never take it seriously until it get close enough for you to observe, so you can make, accurate predictions. That's just, that's space for you.
I was watching some shit where they were saying some shit on
What you talking about stuff in the 4 week?
flying the Earth because of this thing. I guess while it's coming over here, it's knocking shit forward.
Yeah, but it's an interstellar object, and yeah, that's plausible. It disturbs, depending on its trajectory. So, you know how there's that, where I don't remember exactly where it starts in the solar system, but there's a portion where we're surrounded by a bunch of asteroids, right?
Yeah.
So this thing, remember, it's an interstellar object. So we've only observed 3, right, so far, because we recently started, surveying the sky differently. But out of those 3, it's a Oumuamua, Borisov, and then 3i Atlas, right? So any of those 3, since they were interstellar, depending how they came in, because space is vast, so things could come in and out without bumping into other rocks. But by chance, this thing is really massive the way they say it is. It will have some gravitational influences, and it's enough to nudge things forward. And yeah, but we go through a comet shower every November, I think.
Yeah, allegedly.
No, not allegedly. No, it's a real thing. We really go through it. The Taurid meteor storm or some shit like that, they call it.
Oh yeah. It happened a couple of months ago. Something happened in May. A meteor shower. I wanted to see, but
well, not yeah. Like that's when we usually experience it, like a commonly like observable meteor showers. Pretty much it's during that time because we're passing through that whole field, and there's some parts of it where some of the objects are pretty huge, but we just we're not in the path of these big objects in that cluster of rocks. Have you heard what makes this one different than the other two?
The speed that it's approaching,
Yup, that
the speed
bitch
that
is
it's approaching,
fast.
and it's trying. They basically trying to
You wasn't
say
supposed to do that.
what the hell is giving it that much, oomph, that much push to come over here. Got to be, it got to
Yeah,
have
you wasn't supposed
something
to
that's
touch much.
thrusting it.
I think it got nah. I think organically it got lucky while it was traversing the universe, that it got lucky with the way it flung around certain planets.
Planets.
Remember, this thing was probably traveling for millions and billions and millions of years out there, passing through I don't know how many solar systems, bro. Remember, if it gets close to another sun, to another solar system, it might get a boost if it
Yeah,
flings
coming
around
around.
it.
So that's what they're saying is going to happen for us. That when it gets here, it's going to approach behind the It's going to approach behind the sun.
No, 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 no. That's not what they said. What they said is this is what we know as fact right now. It's supposed to get into perihelion. That's when it can't be observed because it's hiding behind the sun based on
Yeah.
our relative position, right? It's all about orientation in space, right? So once it gets behind the sun, coincidentally, Jupiter is going to come around. Now, there's two things they're introducing because there's an actual second paper that was written, not by Avi Loeb, by an actual another academic, a group of academics that pose a more interesting question to this whole thing. But the point is this: as soon as it gets to perihelion, which is going to be behind the sun, Jupiter's going to swing by. If it swings by, this is the two outcomes. If it's an organic object, we should be seeing it make the exit as soon as it comes around the sun, and it'll continue on its path, right? Or it intercepts the orbits of Jupiter, and that's where it decides to park.
Oh yeah.
Not on Jupiter, the orbit of Jupiter.
Yeah, I seen it because the images they showed, it kind of actually show it coming and making like a slight turn, and I'm assuming that turn is from the gravity puller.
We also have to be careful because what instruments did we use to observe it, and what was the techniques we used to observe it. So we might be conflating artificial artifacts when we absorb this information tech wise, and then you have to be careful with that because to us we might think it's moving left and turning, right? But the machine that's interpreting that data, that's an artifact that the machine made, and it's like, oh no, this is just a glitch. Like we ignore this, but it's like high science like type shit.
The James Webb.
What about the James Webb?
I'm saying, did it pick up the images of it?
James Webb probably. I know James Webb looked at it. So did. I want to say Chandra looked at it, but I'm not even sure if Chandra looked at it. Whatever her name is. I know. Was it Gaia looked at it as well? Hold on. Okay, so it would be James Webb, Hubble, and SpearX Observatory.
The Hubble's still giving us signals.
Yeah, Hubble's still operational. It's our only visible light, like a telescope for visible light.
Mad far away right now.
No, it's on orbit around the fucking. It doesn't need to move anywhere. It just needs to orient itself.
No, they said that we had sent one, the one before James Webb. I forgot what that one was called. That it's so far away, but still giving us some signal.
Oh,
It's not thing.
hold on. I know who you're talking about. It's the one around Jupiter. Not Jupiter. Was it the Atlas Survey Telescope?
Nah, not that.
No,
Is that that?
Swift
It's something.
Observatory?
Nah.
It's a satellite.
Just like the James Webb. That's why they made the James Webb. It's like the James Webb is the upgraded version to that one.
Oh, here we go. There's Europa Clipper. ESA Juice, which is Jupiter's icy moon explorer.
Do we have one called Andromeda?
We have Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO. Is that the one?
Nah. It's like this shit is I think past the planets. Like it's out there.
Yeah, this one's on Mars. The Mars Reconnaissance. Hold on. 1 second.